You're promoting pedophilia.
How so?
All this shit, all this crap, pride, all this crap. Yeah, take the American flag. You're a loser, bro. Do you like pedophilia? This is all gay stuff. They said two consenting adults. Two consenting adults. How is this adults?
All right, so this is obviously another video about Target and their shenanigans that they got into. Now, this is what the problem is right here. It demonstrated perfectly in this video that people are saying that Target is targeting the children and is trying to make the children the targets of people who want to harm them, want to do them harm, want to introduce them to adult situations. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Anti-Woke Warrior. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube does unsubscribe people every single day. Now, what I wanted to focus on with this video was not just the overall Target thing, but I wanted to focus on The View talking about this. So this is going to be hilarious because we all know that The View is just a bunch of cackling idiots and they have no idea what it is that they are talking about. Now, you may have noticed last week I only managed to get out one video. I apologize for that. I was too busy with my job. My job is like trying to kill me this month. And they are talking about putting me on a different schedule, which might very well mean that I don't get any videos out ever again, the way that this is it's going to shake out. So, I mean, maybe one a week, but at the most, I don't think I'd be able to do 2 a week. So let's get into what The View has to say here. I think you're all going to find this interesting. Now, be aware the first 25 seconds of this, the audio is ratty, and I fixed it after 25 seconds. So just bear with me for the first 25 seconds.
So Target has offered products celebrating Pride Month for over 10 years. And on Friday, some of their southern stores were instructed to put the products in the back of the store. Now, Target said this is about safety because they are getting threats over some of the products. It's just so crazy. But I will say, what starts at the back of the store always comes to the front.
Yeah.
Always. Start at the back of the bus, you move up to the front.
Yeah.
But the Great Black Walrus here is wrong. This started in the front of the store, and now it's been moved to the back. And I haven't really seen any at my Target here. Well, there's two within a mile of each other, actually, here. I don't frequent Target, so I don't remember seeing any, though, the last time I was in there. No, this is going to hurt their brand. They have a business model that's going to fail if they continue to do this.
What is the fear? Why are people afraid of a shirt
Of a
or
rainbow flag.
Well, Great Black Walrus, I'm glad you asked. Judging by the video that I presented in the very beginning of this video, it's not a fear of a shirt or a flag. It is a fear of Target targeting children for adult situations, of them going after your children and saying, hey, look, we're going to groom you to be trans. Hey, look, we're going to groom you to be Satan worshipers. This is not going to fly in a country that's mostly Christian.
So there's
don't
another
get it.
element to this story, and I just hate that this is going on. I want to start by saying I always stand with the LGBTQ plus community. Next month is Pride. Love you guys. You're my family. You're my friends.
Excuse me, I have a question. So I'm wondering about this, like, stand with them. Does that mean that you are one of them? I mean, why aren't you one of them if you're so happy for these people, so proud of them, you're so in tune with them? Oh, that's right. You're born this way. It's not a choice. Right. Tell that to Milo Yiannopoulos, who changed his ways, apparently. That's there's just too many instances of people going, I was one way, now I'm the other way, for me to go, oh, well, there's no choice involved.
This designer that they chose, apparently in his own imagery and things he sells on his website, not in Target, had some Satanist imagery and some words that alluded to Satan. So what that then allows is for people to be like, oh, you're highlighting a, LGBTQ plus designer who's also a Satanist. And it plays into this fear that is taking hold of our society.
That might be the dumbest thing you've ever said.
The slippery slope is real, people. It wasn't that long ago that gays were not accepted. And now all of a sudden, they're transitioning children.
What is that fear?
Is he a Satanist, or was there some imagery on his website?
He used words about Satanism. I don't know
because he's denied that he believes in Satan.
But I also heard that was only the
so
artists that was taking off the website, not the stores.
And that's off the track, isn't it?
No, but I say this because
it's manufactured.
I think that there is this wrong view by some that the LGBTQ plus community is a hedonistic, amoral community. That's not.
Well, I have never been to a gay pride parade or a gay event of any kind. What I've heard, I mean, people who go to these things say like, dude, you would not believe people just doing stuff right there out in the open. Like they just go into an alleyway or they just like duck around a building or they're in the bushes or whatever. It's like everywhere. So I don't know. You tell me.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
You guys are members of my church. You're my friends. You are church. No, but I mean,
I'm laughing because I'm thinking of all the straight people right now.
Thank you. But I just want to kind of explain what this controversy is. And I think that it maybe plays into that when there's so many amazing gay designers that they could have highlighted that wouldn't come with this side of the controversy to it.
Oh, they would have gone after him no matter what.
Well, they probably would have,
because there's this thing going on in the country. This is just part of this war against gays right now that's going on.
There's no war against gays. There's war against these people coming after the kids. Do not have this stuff in schools.
And this is just one little place, and Target did not stand their ground on this.
And it's
They
a
backed
made-up
off.
controversy.
Only
because
in the South.
For now. And
Stupid! You're so stupid!
They didn't back off at all. They just put this stuff in the back of the store. It's still there. You can go buy it right now, you idiot.
maybe
Well,
they'll
right now,
start
that's
taking,
what we're talking
Yeah, but they're
about. I'm
already
just
taking
saying.
books off shelves,
Right,
librarians.
but right now
and
we're
teachers.
talking about.
I've seen images from these books that they are removing, Joy Behar. I cannot share these images on YouTube. The video would be taken down. So, yeah, those are the books that we are taking out of libraries, books that have no business being in the school. You are the ones who want to go out and cancel. Oh, Tom Sawyer, it said something in there about black people. We can't have that book. You're the ones who want to cancel Dr. Seuss. You want to take Dr. Seuss off the shelf because, it shows a Chinese person wearing traditional Chinese garb. That's it. Wow. Yeah. It's the anti-woke that are too sensitive. Yep. We're the ones who are afraid of a flag. All right. Yep. That's what it is. We're afraid of a shirt.
What Target is doing in the South, I don't want people to think that it's happening in every store. It's not.
But the thing is,
Not
it's
yet.
such a manufactured controversy, just like a lot of these manufactured culture wars. He has come out and said he is not a Satanist. Just because you may have a little red devil somewhere on a shirt.
Yeah. A little red devil somewhere on a shirt. Yeah. That's what it is. I mean, this shirt right here is not his design. Oh, wait. No, it is. And how about this one right here? How about this one? Over here, and we got the one, this one is about pronouns. Satan, he respects your pronouns, and we all know what this is about, but I'm going to be kind of cheeky here and go, I mean, yeah, if you're going to speak a language, you got to respect the pronouns, right? There are male pronouns, he, him, his. There are female pronouns, he, her, hers. And there are neuter pronouns, it, its. If you don't use those, then you're not speaking the language correctly. If you're making up words to put into the language because you have sensitivity and need to be treated specially by the entirety of the English-speaking population, then I'm not going to listen to you. Shut up. These shirts here are clearly in promotion of Satanism. And you know what? I have heard, what is it? Maybe you, dear viewer, know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 10 tenets of Satanism. One of them is do not harm children. Yeah, making tuck-friendly clothing is harming children if it's made for children. So I don't know what to tell you about that. You're not doing a very good job of following your backwards religion.
Doesn't make you a Satanist. And so I think it's kind of despicable because we need good corporate citizens. We know that boycotts have been very effective. Let's say in North Carolina where you had the boycott because they had sort of a don't say gay type of bill. That was like 7 years ago, and it stopped Major Baseball from being there. Yes, people lost jobs, but they made the point. And I'm very disappointed that a chain like Target couldn't stand their ground and instead put the LGBTQ plus community in the back of the bus. I mean, let's think about it. Like, I just went to Target recently with my daughter and her friend Kristen. They were supposed to just be getting some Starbucks. They came out with bags and bags of beautiful shirts with women with afros, and I was like,
keep in mind that when
what is
people
that?
are threatening these
black
stores, when they're threatening the stores, they're threatening the people in them.
Well,
and so
yes,
that may be
but
one of the reasons
point
that
is that
they put it. That may be the reason they acquiesce. Is what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
my point is that they now have a black section highlighting African American designers, and my kid and her friend bought tons of stuff, and sales have increased significantly.
Yes.
Really, are people being indoctrinated to being black? I mean, you could say that. There have been some people, Rachel Dolezal. But the thing is there's black people, there are black designers. Okay, fine, promote their stuff. I don't care. Go buy from black designers. I'm not saying you should stop people from making money. If you want to support them, support them. But the thing is you're trying to groom children into this lifestyle, which is probably going to lead to a lot of unhappiness. We don't have enough evidence to suggest this is reality yet. So.
This is a business thinking about the bottom line.
Well,
gay people are going to buy
I'm going to
stuff
jump
too.
in here, people.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the Target CEO, Brian Cornell, has said this is a good business decision to be all-encompassing, the LGBTQ letters, the alphabet, and all of the inclusive.
Wow, this one's so stupid she can't even recite LGBTQ.
Yeah, the reason they did it in these 3 stores were because the workers were being threatened by people coming in. So they said it was to protect their workers.
And bring security in.
Well, yeah, and I'm not saying that's the right thing, but that is a bigger explainer here, is that they were trying to protect their employees who were being like completely harassed for the
So
stuff
why don't
in
they
the
call
store.
the police?
Let me just finish here.
Can I just interject a little bit?
Oh, now you're for the police. Before it was all defund the police.
Yes, I'm just saying that my bigger point here is I think this is like moving the goalposts like a lot of the other things that the far right conservative, not all conservatives, the far right has done.
We've all seen the Overton window shift to the left.
The whole LGBTQ plus a lot of the pushback started in Florida. And my theory on this is, even though this is an all-inclusive umbrella term, the homosexual movement, same-sex marriage, has been going on for decades, and people, I feel like people have caught up with how that has always been okay. It's fine. The public, the percentages of support on marriage equality have like grown.
You're okay.
So my mother is now in her 70s, and she talks about when she was a little girl, they knew about homosexuality, and they knew there were people in their community who were homosexual. And they just kept to themselves, hid their relationship, and everybody got along fine. But now you're coming after children with this. You're going to raise some hackles when you do that.
With Target capitulating
No, but
like this?
my point here is when we start to conflate sexuality and gender, a lot of the issues.
Gender and sex are the same thing. You're born as a male or a female, or as an intersex person, and so you fall into one of those 3 categories. But even an intersex person is probably going to lean male or female. So.
My point here is that I was willing to understand. I'm a huge advocate. I get that some people don't understand gender, transgender issues, pronouns, which entered the major conversations about 5 or 6 years ago. People are catching up in understanding that part. And yet what they're doing is when they're having conversations in Florida about we shouldn't be talking about all this sexual stuff before 3rd grade, there's a thoughtful conversation to have there. But what they're doing is they're moving the goalpost on the whole LGBT, the queer community is being punished for parts that should not be part of this conversation.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So you agree Target should not have done this?
Yeah, because Target should if their employees are in danger.
So
I think they
and
need
not
to
hire the police.
Just get the cops.
Security guards.
That's their job.
Would be awesome if they could, but the fact that they're
Do we know if
protecting
they
their
call the
employees,
cops?
I don't
Do we know that they do? So we don't have all that information.
Last week
So we don't have the rest of it.
Sorry, we had 2 gay pastors in the audience who had "God loves gay" shirts.
Yeah, but God doesn't love gays. The Bible clearly states that man who lays with another man as if he would lay with a woman is an abomination.
That is a unifying message that I don't think would have people protesting in stores in the same way. There are some people who are always going to be bigoted, and you're never going to win with those people. But I feel like it could have been avoided becoming something where you're going to have now the left and the right boycotting Target.
If they had taken the Satan thing off, is that what
if
your
they
argument
didn't
is?
highlight someone who is a controversial designer
But he
already.
says
I'm
it's
sorry,
not
I don't know
sickness.
what controversy means. Having been called controversial for most of my career, the last 40 years.
Yes, the great Black Walrus has spoken. Her career has been controversial. I don't ever remember Whoopi Goldberg being referred to as controversial until she started on The View. I mean, does anybody else? Please go down in the comments and let me know if you've heard her being a controversial individual before she started on The View.
Yeah.
People decide what's controversial and they point. You know, they say, oh, you got that on your shirt. You don't know what this is, and you've made a decision about it. So I'm all for protecting the folks. I don't know if they called the cops. Maybe they did and they felt this was the right way. I am sick of people moving my desires because their desires are not being met in some way. I am sick of people telling me I can't go to a drag show.
Is anyone telling adults they can't go to drag shows if they want to? I think they're saying, hey, let's not present drag to children. That's inappropriate. That's what I've been hearing.
I'm sick of people telling me that my friends are different because you don't understand them. I'm sick of it.
But wouldn't that be definitionally correct? I mean, if I don't understand something because I don't have experience with it, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of different.
This is America. You're supposed to be able to be whoever you are. You know, stop with all this stuff. You want to talk about snowflakes? Who are the snowflakes, really?
The people scared of a flag.
The people scared of a flag?
Yeah, isn't there a lot of push to cancel the American flag, to take the American flag out of different areas? Uh-huh. It's not coming from the right, or the people who are anti-LGBTQ, or the people who are anti-woke.
People who are scared of a drag brunch. It's a brunch!
No, again, it's children at the drag brunch. That's the problem. The children involved in adult entertainment. That's the problem.
It's a brunch!
It's a rainbow flag.
Well, if you don't want to shop the clothes, walk to the other parts of the store. Like, why are you like taking pictures?
I'm getting really tired of this, and I'm trying not to say any bad words.
No bad words.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back.
And now the Estrogen Network presents Afternoon Yak.
Man.
Canceled.